Auction time. First item on the list. $2Y01. This one I made on video. It's the stone stuck in a point video. Let's see. It's a Pedernales style point. This is raw chert. Side view. The tip gets a little bit thicker here just to prevent it from snapping. There's a little bit of a step fracturing going on right there. Normally I would clear this out. If it was just a point by itself, I could just abrade the edge here and shoot a flake into there and clear that out. But being a sculpture like this, hitting in the middle will snap it easily. So I just kind of backed off on thinning it. Let's see. The point itself in there would be probably about 3 3/4, but the overall length of the sculpture is 4 3/8. Yeah. Interesting project. I will sign it if you want me to. The winner. Yeah, when you win this, I'll sign it if you want me to. Let's say I'll just sign it by default unless you don't want me to. How's that? Okay. And I'm also including in the box a similar piece of chert that does stand up on its own. Well, it's a little bit off, but if you thin down this side, you can straighten it out anyway. Not all these sculptures have a flat base on them. You can, glue them to something and stand them up. Anyway, this is a similar raw chert, similar to the one that I made, similar to the chert that I had used for this one. If you wanted to try it out, or I don't know, you could use this for something else too. Anyway, I thinned it down enough to fit in the box. So there you go. It was a big old chunk, but I took some off to fit in the box. All right. Next item, 2Y02. These are small spalls of high-grade chert, various types. I think there's 3 different types in here. All of this can be heat treated, but it is raw at this time. So these I got from the same nodule. These pieces here. It's similar to Edwards Plateau. It's not similar to Georgetown. It's tougher than Georgetown. It has some concrete little pockets in it. There is a bigger pocket in this one, but it doesn't go all the way through. Anyway, this is high grade, what I consider high grade chert. So it'll give you an idea what I consider to be high grade chert, high grade raw chert. It works well with flint and steel or knapped raw, or you can put it in the heat treat at 400 degrees around that temperature, maybe a little bit less or a little bit more. Just heat treat 1 or 2 of these flakes first and see if you want to continue with that temperature you're using. Anyway, same goes for this here. This is a Central Texas chert. It's from an amoeba nodule. These are relatively thick, but it's high grade chert. Good for everything, like I said, flint and steel, or knapping it raw, or heat treating it. 400 is my baseline, but I recommend starting the process or experimenting with one piece at 350 for 4 hours. See if it naps well. If it does, you don't need to heat it any hotter than that, but if it seems like it might need a little bit more, Just put it in there at 400, and should work well. This is also a high-grade chert. Now this, I spalled this particular nodule on video. Half of this nodule, I cracked it in half. First blow, I cracked this nodule in half. I spalled it on video, that one half that I was spalling. This comes off the other half. So so you can kind of see the full effect of the pattern. On the other one that I spalled on video, I got thinner flakes that were smaller than this. So I wanted to include bigger flakes of this material. So I just spalled the other side and got these big flakes. All right. So yeah, all of this will heat treat well, but it can also be used raw, and it should nap well raw as well. Okay. Y03. This is a box of flakes and, let's see, I think there's some bifaces in here. Some bifaces and random sized flakes of very similar material. It's like the Medina County chert. This one is heat treat. Let's see. It's all heat treat. All right, this is in a video. This particular piece is in a video. So is this one here. It's all heat treat. This one's 450. This one's 500. I think this is the only piece that's 500 degrees. Heated to 500 degrees. Everything else is heated to 450. So let's look at this biface. About 5 inches long. This is also in a video, but I don't know if I spalled it and then napped it in the video. 5 3/4. But it is heat treated. I did make a mistake in the video. Just a short mention of this. I thought it was raw, and I was comparing the patterning to another piece of heat treat. But it is heat treated. This one is heat treated. This one is 5.5 inches long. Same material. All this stuff is that same material or something very similar, and it's all heat treat. All this is heat treat. So I'm going to call this heat treated bifaces and flakes. Some of these, not that one, but some of these came off of some of these bifaces. I'm not sure which flakes came off the bifaces, or if any of these. I think some of them did come off some of these bifaces, but I flaked so much of this that I can't tell. I got it all mixed up together, so there you go. Y04. This is another box of heat treat, but this is various various cherts that start out as extremely low quality and end up being high quality after heat treat. I say extremely low quality. Did I say that? It's just low quality. Extreme would be a lot of voids and stuff in it. This one doesn't have it. Doesn't have voids, except a few of these little pockets of crystals, whatever you call them. Anyway, these start out as very difficult to nap in a raw state, but become much, much better when heat treated. It's still going to be kind of chalky and dry, but it will give you an idea of what happens when you heat relatively poor quality stone, you'll see quite a difference. Or you'll see what you end up with. I didn't include any raw pieces. These are all heat treat, so you can't make a direct comparison to what it would be compared to raw, but it'll give you an idea of, you know, what can be accomplished. This one I did remove this flake on video. Yeah. So there's that. This particular biface is 5 3/4. Yeah, this is a broke from a long time ago. So yeah, these are all heat treats. You can't really tell from looking at it. I didn't sample these. These just came out of the turkey roaster. The only one I think I sampled is this one here in this particular batch, and also this one here. 2 of them I did sample. All right, so I'm including that. It's a kind of a thick piece here, but it'll give you an idea. All right. So yeah, some guys just want to know what it's like to knap something that was extremely difficult to knap before heat treating, but now is much better. It also has some coloration in some of these. You can see the kind of a pinkish color here and a greenish color there. All right. All right, last but not least, 2Y05. There's only 5 items in the auction. These are heat treats also. This one is 500 degrees. I think I napped that on video. Heat treated to 500 degrees. These are spalls heat treated to 450. So, let's see. These are on video too. 6 3/4. This one is 5. So yeah. This is that bullseye looking stuff. This is Medina County chert. That's what I call it anyway. It's probably called something else, but that's what I call it, because that's where it's from. All right, so yeah, that's it. Rules. Please bid in the comment section under one of my pre-populated comments that shows the item number and the timestamp where the item appears in the video. Okay, so I'll pre-populate the comments and I'll put a timestamp so you don't have to watch the whole video again. If you want to see your item, just click on the time and it'll bring you right to the item. I will like your comment if I see it. When you're bidding, you're using comments to bid, and I will like your comment if I see it. If I don't like your comment, that indicates I might not see it. YouTube's system is not that reliable, so sometimes people don't see other people's comments and that kind of thing. So it may take a while for me to see your comments, especially in the beginning of the day, but toward the end of the day, toward the end of the auction, before closing of the auction, I will check very regularly, and if I don't have a like on your comment, email me and see what's going on. All right. Auction ends at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific. Try not to bid at the last minute. I'm using YouTube's time tracker for the comments. Okay. YouTube puts a time on your comment. All right. I'm using that time tracker to determine if you're on time or not. You may actually be on time, but the time tracker may be off. So just be aware of that. I've seen it be inaccurate up to 2 minutes. Okay, so in the last 2 minutes of bidding, you may not be able to win because YouTube's time tracker will say you're too late. All right, so just be aware of that. It's not always accurate. Let's see. Shipping is free in the U.S. International shipping is not free. I've changed the international rates. I'm going to add $20 for a first class package or $30 for a small flat rate box. If it's a large flat rate box, I'm going to add about $40 to it. It depends. The rates keep going up, especially for the large boxes, so I didn't include that in here, but I will. If you win the auction and you have a big box, I will have to calculate the shipping and then add some to it. This is not the full price of international shipping. There's still a discount here. Okay, so just be aware that international shipping, I will add some shipping costs to it if you win. Let's see. I will provide tracking numbers. I accept PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, check or money order. I can also send you an invoice that you can pay by card. Okay. Winners will be announced starting at 9:01 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. I will reply to the winning bid or comment with sold, the item number, the price. Please email me your name, address, etc. to jackcrafty2@gmail.com. If I've already done business with you, I don't really need your information. But if you're new, I definitely need to know who you are. I need to know if your YouTube name is different from your real name and your address so I know where to send it. Okay? Please be aware that I don't have an ability to see any responses other than by email. There's no private messages within YouTube as far as I know. I've checked many times. There's no private messages there. So pay attention to the comments section, please. And if you win, email me your information. I will respond to you in the comments section. I can't respond to you if I don't have your email or other information. If I don't have your phone number, I can't text you, etc., etc. Just be aware that if you win, I will put this little message. It's a cut and paste little message in response to your comment, and you need to send me your information. All right? There's a complete description of the rules in the description box. If you have any questions, please see the previous auctions or email me at jackcrafty2@gmail.com. All right? So, yeah, there's a lot of auction videos. You just type in Jack Crafty auction. I think that'll bring up all my auction videos. You can, if you don't know what's going on, you can look at those videos and see what's going on and kind of get the hang of it. Or just watch the auction during the day. There's plenty of time between now and 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm on Central Time now, so between now and 8 p.m. There's plenty of time in there for you to watch what's going on, especially toward the end. You can see what's going on. All right. That's it. I hope you guys had a good weekend, and good luck.